Hey boys, we're going to go over why we need to keep possession of the ball. So in this video, this kind of goes over what are called rondos. It's also called tiki-taka. So this is what has made Messi, Mbappe, and everyone really good at possession of the ball right away.
Aspects of the game simultaneously.
And getting those first touches. So watch this. So this is always going to happen in your game too. I'm going to show you some game footage here.
With just one exercise. Combinations between players, controlling the ball.
So this is talking about what this exercise does. Teach you control in tight spaces.
In tight spaces with different parts of the foot. Body shape when receiving the ball, passing through defenders, playing fast under pressure with 1 or 2 touches, defensive anticipation, how to defend and press intelligently together. The list could go on forever. You improve fitness by running in the middle. It's extremely competitive and quite frankly, Rondo is a great tool even for building team spirit. As Johan Cruyff said, everything that goes on in a match, except shooting, you can do in a Rondo. It's no wonder players like Xavi have been super vocal about the magic of this exercise, and the most recent golden generation of Barcelona really adopted the principles of Rondo like never before. But it's also important to point out that deep down, Rondo is not just an exercise to improve ball possession. You don't just pass the ball around for the sake of passing the ball. No, the basic principle of passing, in general, is to have clear intention behind every move, and ultimately find ways to get into dangerous goal-scoring positions. And in Rondo, the ultimate goal could be to find the split pass that goes through the defenders. In game situations, you could think of this pass as the center mid finding the striker with a pass that goes through the defensive lines. And just like in real matches, in Rondo, to identify and find those openings, you need to wait for the right moment before giving that killer.
Alright, so let's touch on right from there. So this is one thing in practice, Dawson and I have told you whenever Lucas is coming up and you would stand right here in front of 2 defenders instead of coming through. Since we don't have offsides, you got to make that through ball. Or right now, Dustin, if you were to get the ball right here, you can make that through ball if Dominic gets up here. So this is right at the start of the game. You just touch the ball. And we're going to do a couple of talks about what should be done. So first thing, Lucas, you have to keep the ball on the ground, not kicking up and over people. Get control right here as soon as you can. Instead of trying to get control while you have pressure, this should be a pass to Gavin. A good solid pass over here. Gavin, you should be making that move too. They get the ball. Lucas tries to pass up, but unless that was going to be a pass to Dominic, then you should have kept that on the ground also. Here, once you guys run into each other, when you guys see who's going to have the ball first, you got to back off. But right here, take up. You got to have the ball again, Dawson. Now here, you probably have a straight shot over here to Gavin. And when you have all this pressure, we just need to get a good shot out to our teammate. He's really far. It's showing all that tiki-taka. It's talking about, close possession. So if that was a pass right back to Lucas, and then Lucas was able to pass it back this way, so we got to make these quick passes. Instead, we lose a ball. In fact, I didn't see her there. This is just kind of showing about how we break down. Gavin, right there, the first touch, you got to keep it close to you and then get rid of it. Give it to one of your teammates here. Dominic, you have the ball before you got to this defender. So just a second before, you should have already passed it over to Dawson, who is wide open. Here, I just came back. So right here, we have the ball. This should be a pass over here. Dawson tried to come, this would still be mid, but it's going to let you get in between the ball, or he's got to get a good fast ball over to this way, and you got it. We got to get these passes. Don't be dribbling this ball to the other team to let them take it from you. There's no reason you should be trying to go through people, around people this far back. If we're at the goal, yeah, you guys are going to have to sometimes try to go through someone to get the ball into the goal. But when we're this far back and we got teammates that are open, we gotta be there. And Gavin, he's got the ball. I don't know why you're so far back there in this. Right here, at least we get the ball. There we go. Shot, misses. That would have been perfect, just a little bit farther. Aim for that far post, Dawson. And I think you tried to get it with your toe there, trying to hit it hard. No, you hit the ground, it looked like. But remember, aim for that side. You guys know that. All right, they got that stop immediately. Okay, you guys are all look at that. You guys are great. Gavin, Dominic, Dawson, Lucas, literally all of you guys are looking at the ball. That's all we can ask for. That's a great job. Moving to where you need to go and keeping your eye on the ball. Yeah, you gotta stop that ball. That's good. Pass, he had pressure on. This is exactly what we're talking about. When you have person on you, you get it to. You gotta get control of that, Dawson. We did tell you to let balls roll by, but now you guys are getting better and getting these tight positions. You guys got to get your foot on the ball to make it go where you want to with the speed you want it to go to. I think you let it just roll by and it just rolled to the other person instead of getting control of it.
Turn around, there you go.
There we go. See, that's right there. He had pressure on. That's exactly what we're talking about. Getting the ball out of there. Perfect. And then Lucas, right now, you got two people on you. This should be a pass over to Dawson right now.
Yeah!
Still got the goal, but that should have been a pass away from pressure.
Why did you curve off this way? Are you afraid of him in the ball? You can't do that in the middle of the field.
Good job. Good job, Tom.
Get it next time.
Now, if you remember how that just went there, boys, you guys had got those quick passes through. This is it right here, okay? You've already got 8 passes through here. That's exactly it. Getting these passes away from pressure. That's all you got to do. Here's another one with Neymar and Messi. We've already got 10 passes through. Keeping control of the ball, putting away from pressure, man on, man on, so he goes around.
Messi.
Passes right back through. Passes right back through. Passes right back over.
And Messi's got to score.
Bam. That's what we need, boys.
Well, something of an attacking clinic. You've just witnessed two of the finest footballers in the world.
Even though there's only one of these passes, but that's what it was right here. Pass away from pressure. Here, this should have been a pass to Dawson, like I already said, but that would have been the perfect tiki-taka, getting away from pressure and away from the goalie. Even if you got that close, Lucas, you passed right over, that's what we got to follow through, Dawson. I think you started to slow down right here. Good job. Hey, Dawson and Coach Kobe were talking about the time when you're over here doing exactly what you need to be doing, which was keeping control of the ball and the other players by using your arms, keeping them away from you. You did that exact thing right here, teaching you how to put your body on the ball. You got it. You got your arm out. Yep. Taking it. Good job. All right, here should be a quick pass over, but you should get you the ball. I think this is maybe talking about positioning, where you guys at. You got all them waiting for the ball.
There you go, Madison.
Should do the throw in. Two of you guys are running back together. Lucas, you got to be behind Dawson. He's the most forward, so you should be behind him, ready for this back here.
Talk.
Good pass back. There we go. Pass to Dawson. That should be that right there, Dawson. That tiki-taka. You would have been should have been a quick tap over to Lucas, away from pressure. Right here. Bam. That should be a pass here. Lucas has it. Remember, watch everywhere you can to see where they're at and where your teammates at. Instead of just letting it roll by and then them getting the ball back, that would have been a quick goal. Once we can get this, guys, you guys are going to be unstoppable, I'm telling you. There you go. We got it. Good pass over. Dawson, there we go.
Get there! There you go!
Good try, good try. Instead of that, it could have been a tap over away from the goalie, just like Neymar did to Messi, Dawson, and then Dominic would have ran over to get it to kick it in. It's hard to shoot, you know, when the goalie's directly in front of the ball. It's almost impossible to, you know, if the goalie was right there at that angle. Once she's this close at that angle to get around, you're pretty much not going to be able to hit the goal. So you just do a quick tap over right here. It's like if it's just a small tap right over to him.
There you go!
Then would have been he would have chased after it and went for a goal. But good job, guys.
Excellent. Get the pass in.
All right, one other thing we're going to work on this year, guys, is do some more practicing with 1 and 2 touch passes. That's going to go in with the tiki-taka, but also getting the ball, getting control of it. Just look, here, Dawson, you got the ball coming. If you kick towards the ball, it's going to go away from you. When you receive a ball coming towards you, you got to let your leg come back with the ball. You're kind of like catching a ball, just like you would if someone threw a ball at you on your hand. You're not going to punch out at it to try to catch it. You're going to pull your hand back to receive it. So here we lose control. That was a bad pass by them, and then back control for us, and we actually went right back to her bounds. Right here we got Dawson with the ball. I'm not quite sure. I think I see Dom here. Lucas has come back here, so he's farthest forward with the ball. So that means what? A lot of times he's going to be trying to do some one-on-ones going around here, or passing to the side, preferably not too back unless that's already the way you're facing. Do a thing called play the way you face. There you go. Doing good control here. Look at that, dude. Awesome control. Good job. That ball stayed right by you. That was some great control when you went around her the one way. If you would have let it go too far, you would have lost control. But let's watch that one more time for you guys. Again, keep control. Far enough that that girl thought she was going to get it, but he said no. And then passed over, went over there to make the goalie do that. That also could have been a good pass over, just like Neymar and Messi finished, but you guys are still working on that. I think if he would have passed, Lucas would have finished it. He's up watching, paying attention, but it's always wonderful worry, like, what if he would have missed it, you know? Good job. There's it awesome. Alright, remember about these short passes, keeping possession, boys. This is what it's all about. So that's all my video is mostly about. Let's see. So Lucas gets control of the ball. Alright, now Dawson's right here. If that ball, next touch, it should be right here. Should be a play up to Dawson or play far to Dominic. Either one. If you do a far pass, that's going to be good too to Dominic, because then that's going to push the defense over this way. Dominic comes with the ball and he does a pass. As long as Dawson keeps running forward, does a pass to Dawson, and now Dawson's straight on with a goal. That's how we want. We want the ball to end up in the middle before the goal, preferably. Let's see what happens. So right here, again, this the touch here if you have to. It's either a hard pass to here or forward. But right now, based on where defenders are, Dawson's probably going to be the best bet. She'll get to him, but hopefully, if Lucas passed to him and she came to Dawson, Dawson could do a quick pass to Dominic if needed to. But let's see what happens. Lucas loses the ball because it got too far out in front of him. So that's why we preach possession. Keep control of the ball right in front of you. All right, and then the ball comes over here. Tegan just kicks it. Then Lucas just kicks it. We gotta keep the possession of that ball. Well, we're not kicking it just to kick it. When Lucas, where you're kicking, there's no teammates to. Tegan should have been wider, and you could have just put that through ball right through here, Dawson, or started moving up that way. If you would have dribbled 2 dribbles that way, these 2 people would have came to you, and while Dawson would have kept running forward, you would have had a through ball to him, just like they were talking about, the through ball through the 2 defenders. It's a good pass. control of it.
Yes, you can.
Just lost control of it. Watch that again, Dawson. We gotta keep control of those balls.
Yes, you can.
We'll just practice more with running with the ball and keeping control of it. Do that so that doesn't happen. Oh, got control of it. Alright, so we gotta be looking for the pass. We got plenty of pressure here. Dominic's over here. Dominic, you gotta be a little bit further forward. Yeah, you got a good pass there actually. If you're too far forward, maybe they could cut it off. But I think you're good there. But we gotta get
it, Callie.
instead of a bad shot on the goal, Lucas. Let's make a good pass to our teammate. Especially be paying attention where they're at and where our opportunities to shoot on the goal are. And just remember, every time we get a shot on goal, I see you guys paying attention. Tegan's not paying attention. See, this shows you experience. You guys have been playing longer. He's still learning. So he's walking backwards instead of facing the goal. There we go.
What are you doing coming back? Now she's got no way to pass
There we go. That should have already been a pass to Dominic. So it's far ball. Dominic, when that happens, I need you to come a little bit closer when the ball's that far. You can kind of come closer to mid when they're all way over here. That way we can get someone to pass to. Gavin was being defensive in this one a little bit.
Okay. Get in front of the ball, don't get to the side of it.
These close possessions, this is how you guys spend a lot of the game, close possessions. So that's what we're going to practice. You guys keeping possession of the ball, doing these passes. There we go. Where's that to dot back? Now, Dom, this has got to be, and Dawson, don't be running at this angle. You're running from here. You're cutting his way off to the goal. You should be running parallel with him towards the goal, or even this way, right where Joe's at. Okay, don't be running parallel, cutting his angle off. You'll still see you. You come in here. This would be a better place to get the first ball. Well, let's see what he does with it. So you kept running in front of him. Now you cut off his whole angle. Oh yeah, also, I think he did blow the whistle. I'm assuming. I don't know what he was doing, but just remember, don't call him back if the ref or someone's saying something. If they're not blowing the whistle, don't stop and go talk to them.
Go, charge.
Oh, you gotta get control of Dominic. Shot.
I didn't want to take it from her. She was playing. I had too much fun.
That spot right here, Lucas. Here you're cutting off. So if Gavin's over here, Tegan, you can't be cutting him off. You're mid. You're controlling the field. So Tegan let Tegan go for it. And you're back here to stop it, or over by her if they're going to get a pass to her.
I didn't want to take it from her.
That's exactly what happens. That's where you should have been at to take that ball. You should have been sitting right behind her, waiting for that pass.
I had too much fun.
All right, good job. Keep that ball a little bit closer, or hit it harder for that pass to Dom. Ends up being right at Dom. Good job. Way to let Lucas finish through instead of coming back. Or Lucas, you should have stopped and said, "Take that, take it." That's all you had to do, Lucas. Is once you get here to Dom and you see this pass and then another pass, tell him, "Take it." Probably would have took too long, actually. If you would have took him by the time he would have reacted, someone would have been there, so you guys are good. Alright, let's see. Dominic, you're by her. Good job. Tegan, he's covering. Lucas and Dawson, you guys always stand by each other. We need to figure something out on what you guys need to do. Dawson needs to be the most forward person. Lucas needs to be most further back and covering someone. So if there was a girl further back behind Lucas, you should be covering her. But right now, You got one here, one here. I don't see. Oh, you got another defender. So you guys two just need to talk and just spread out, okay? If one of you guys is there, Lucas, you're behind him, so just you know where he's at. Just spread over to this other side behind her. Right now, neither of you guys are covering anybody except for the center, which she does actually, I think, kick it to the center here. But still, so Lucas, you need to be over here helping covering this girl. Dawson's going to be able to cover her, and he's covering the center. So that's good. And watch what happens. The ball gets kicked, I think, to her, and he's able to cut off. And Lucas, if you were standing behind her, you would have been able to have been the first one there to cut off and say, I got it. Good pass. Dom, just make sure you get it close to where he's at. And right there, Lucas, if you can, just kick through their legs, get a soft pass to Dawson, and be ready for that type of pass, Dawson. Good job, Dom. You saw him come into it, and you backed off. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. All right, here, the ball is getting kicked up to Dawson. Dawson's making the move to run back there. Good. Once we get it, play the way you face. So if you see your defender back here, if you got Elijah or whoever's back here, Dawson, this should be a quick pass. And then Gavin, you got to, if you see that your teammate's going to get to it first, move out and give him someone to pass to. Okay, so if Dawson came here, it should be a quick pass to Dawson, and then Dawson passes to Gavin. Dawson then runs over this way, so Gavin can pass right back to him. So what's going to happen if he passes to him? Those girls are going to run to Gavin. Gavin's going to then pass out wide to Dawson. Dawson's going to move that way because he knows which way that they are, and if it will block a pass back coming back towards you, you know. All right, but here at the same time, Lucas, he's about to get in trouble, and so you got to move over. Dawson shouldn't be coming back here without you coming back there too. You guys can kind of help play supportive roles, but in a normal game, we don't want to get scored on. So center mid, controlling mid, you need to be coming back here. If anything, you can come back here now. I think the ball's on this side. Maybe you got to come over and say, "Give me pass, pass." Ball now it's going back towards our goal. Now, Lucas, you had came back. You see where the ball's at. You're standing here watching what's going on, but we can be moving. Where should I be at? Not until they get the ball or getting them out. Shoot. That's when you start moving forward. All right, next time, Gavin, or any of our defense, when we have the ball, you got defenses pretty far, or your pressure is pretty far from you at this point. So you should dribble it up a little bit further to give your teammates somewhat opportunity to get to you to make a better pass, because passing back to the other team is not what we want. And also right there, she kicked it back to you. Any of you guys, boys, if you know the ball's going to be going out of bounds, she's covering. She's not going to make any attempt for that ball. Dude, Gavin, don't try to get your foot on it. It's going out of bounds. Let it just roll out of bounds for us, because now you just gave them the ball. It literally is no different than passing them the ball when that happens. All right, boys, here we're getting ready to get. They had a throw in. We're about to get the ball back. I think Tegan was by it. Lucas jumps in there, takes it. And as soon as that happens, we got to be ready to move a little bit faster. Dawson, Dominic, Tegan's in here too. You got to move up, or Gavin, whoever's going to be out here, ready to start going. Because right now, if you were a little bit sooner, you were, and Dawson, remember, you got to be most forward too, where that ball was at. And Lucas and Tegan, you were equal with them, or because right now what could be happening is there could be a pass through here. But right now, with you being so far back, it would be kind of bad too, because if you pass this here, you got this girl here, and they're coming back. So bad, you got it. Just tried to come through you. That was a good first touch, but then I think your second foot touched your right foot. And so you're able to come back. And once that first touches, Dawson, you gave up. You slowed down here. You're running, that's a good run. And as soon as they get the ball, you slow down. And then you kind of wait for her to kick it out of there. Good job stopping waiting. So we got to get Elijah. That was a good try pass if he would have got more straight on, but right now he's got a good shot to Dom. Pass it straight through. Not at where Dom's at. Remember, we don't play where he's at. We play it where he can get to it. So in front, get to it as long as it's not near like if someone was standing here, you're not going to pass the ball to here where it's going to go to that late girl first. You're going to pass it to him or pass it back wherever. Somewhere he can get it away from pressure. There you go. Look at that. Elijah did exactly what I was talking about. Just a little bit harder. Dang. That was awesome. You got to get your foot on that ball, Dustin. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I think you tried to. You got to use you're not using your right foot. You're going to use your left foot in this case to try to stop that ball. And then, because we don't want that ball to roll by here. If you use your left foot to get it to come this way, away from pressure, this is what we're talking about, using both feet. You're going to use your far foot to push it this way, away from pressure, and then it should be maybe one more touch and then shot on goal in the far post. You got to be there. Lucas should not be running through on that side. That should have been you taking the ball and Lucas backing off on there. I don't know if he's running like that because you weren't hustling. He was. What? Alright, this is a throw in, and it could be okay. You're a little too far off. We're trying to go towards the goal, so let's be ready out that way. We got Elijah a little too far wide, and Gavin, you should be a little more center. If you ever play defense, your only worries are the ball and the other players. So if the ball's way over here, then you have nothing to worry about on this side. And if there's only one player, that's where you can be right here in the center, so you can help cover for the ball or for her, or you can help cover for anyone coming this way. And Elijah's just a little too far, but let's play the way we face and get those smart passes away from pressure, because if Dawson gets the ball, let's say Gavin or Elijah was closer, he passes the ball to Elijah, and then Dawson crosses. These people are running that way, and then he's going to pass that ball over here. Let's see what happens. We get that pass, get that ball. So here, this should be a pass to Tegan or Gavin or whoever's on the side right now, Lucas. All right, it could even be a pass back to Rico. You might be able to get a foot back to pass to Dawson at this angle. I don't know if you can. It's gonna be hard for your leg, but instead you do a bad try to be like kick through it, because had you have just got control of the ball, stopped the ball, and then pass through, that would have been a perfect pass for Dawson to come up to. And Dawson, you gotta make these plays. I know you were open for one, but it was a hard angle. But this way you're open for it right, so come up through here and get that spot. Dominic should actually be over here. I don't know where he's at. So you don't want to be over here too. Dominic should be here and you should be over here maybe. Yeah, I see, look, you guys are in the same line. Alright, right here, Dawson. As soon as you see him get that, your immediate shot should see, hey, I got this opening. Let me start making this pass, and he should make that play. So, guys, you guys got, as long as you all think the same, that's why Barcelona, Messi, no matter what team they're on, PSG, they do those rondos every day, so they're on the same page. They know, like, hey, this is how I'm going to get this ball through. So if I see my player making that move, that they're going to make that ball through. Oh, that's good. Ball is on the ground.
Go, Vader, all the way.
Good. Always thinking, where can I get through? Right now, Dawson, you're in between. You're behind. Here's the ball, and there's two players. You can't get that ball. But as soon as you see one of them get their feet on it, make that play, and hopefully they'll see you. But I can tell you right now, Lucas can't see you based on which way he's going. That's good, Lucas. That's what you need to do. Don't run to where Tegan's at. Get behind him. You be your controlling mid.
There you go, go!
What'd you guys do? Run into each other. Fight for it.
Good job.
Yeah, I was going to say you were just getting up, so that's good. Keep hustling back, and that could be a pass right here, Dom, but I think they might run it first. Oh, got it, good. That's why you got to get that control. That should have been using your left foot here. I think you tried to use your right foot. You need to practice a lot more with your left foot. Yeah, see, you hit it with your right foot over there. It should have been a tap with your left foot to keep it straight in front of you. Or even keep it a little bit of this angle, but closer. Because then we lose control of it. So that's your assignment. Dawson is practicing with your left foot a whole lot more. Receiving the ball, getting those passes that way using your left foot.
Good teamwork.
All right, let's hope this is a pass right here. Try to go through instead of passing it. Get that ball through right now. If you can see where Dominic's at, even if you can turn around and get that ball. Quick tap.
Good job. Move up, baby, move up.
Go to the side, Dom.
Pass over. See if you could have got that next foot on it to Dawson. That would have been perfect. You guys are getting there, though. Tell you what. That's good. Now this should, Dom, you should go ahead and make this play. This is going to be a perfect rondo. So if you pass to Lucas, Lucas then passes right back. Let's see what happens. Oh, nope. Lucas, you got to get to that ball. Don't be watching it. This is a perfect pass. You get that time. If she's already behind you, so if she gets to Lucas first, then that's because you're being lazy for it. There you go, Dawson.
You ready, Callie? Hands up, hands up.
Lucas is staying controlling mid. Right now, Lucas, where should you be at? Right over here. Somewhere for him to pass at this angle. Something. I don't know if he actually passed that way or she kicked it. Yeah, she kicked it.
Go, Leilani, go. Keep going, Leilani. Out you two.
Yeah, a little bit quicker, Gavin. You were quicker than that, but that's kind of just do this. Right here, kind of slow down before you got to that, but it's alright. It's probably better for control. Alright, remember, as soon as we get it's out, boys, you gotta make that play. Get to where you're open. Don't let them set back up. We gotta be quick. Dawson, remember, you're the most further forward, so why are we getting back here? You should be up here or over here. And then he should be down the line.
That's you, man. Go to the ball. Go to the ball, man. That's your ball. That's your ball, man.
John, we can't be kicking the ball back towards our goal. Hear that pass? Right here, you got all this pressure. Get that ball back over here. Dominic should be over here. John should be over here instead of back here. And then Lucas should be taking that other pass. Spot over here. Ready to get there, Lucas, to get the ball back, control it. Alright, there you go. Pass for that. Joe's right in the middle of the way. But yeah, that would have been perfect pass over. Let's see what Lucas does here. Good job. Shoot, shoot. Oh my gosh. Good job, Dawson. Good control. Let's see what foot. Right here. It should be a left foot. Well, actually, I say that, but it's really hard to say. You could use your left foot to go back this way. You could even use your left foot to curl this foot this way so that it just lets it come this way a little bit and then a shot. Because it's hard to stop that with that right foot and then shoot again, but you did it quick enough. You got that good enough angle. There you get it.
Hey, you have it.
Again, Dawson, just so you know about using your left to right foot, right now in the games, I want you to do what's natural, but in practice, we'll work on it more. But until you get totally used to it on your left foot, gain control on either foot, you know, whichever side it's on. Just do what's natural for you, and then we'll work on it. But all right, so here's a great time here. We got Lucas getting the ball. Dawson, no, Gavin's got the ball. Dawson's running. He's got the ball. Here. Good job. That was perfect. John, you got to be there. Dominic would have been there, ready to get that ball. Dawson, don't even worry about that. That was perfect placement. Okay. Yeah, you could have got that a little bit closer to the corner, but guess what? Your other teammate would have been there to get that. So don't even worry about it, bud. Keep it up. All right, here we go. Lucas, we got to be paying attention where the ball is at. But you two are standing directly next to each other. So, Dawson here, you're going to be covering. They may be trying to pass to her. They may be passing over here. So Lucas can be covering her, and she's a little bit more forward, so you're going to be covering on her side. Here goes right there. Perfect. She's over here watching you guys. I'm sure right now she's in her mind. It's like, why is Dawson running so fast? I better turn around. Oh, yep. And she's like, oh, there it is. Good job. See, on that first ball for there, you kind of received it and stopped it right there. There you would have hit it a little bit harder so that it gets away from her. So you just keep on going. And that's what we, when we're doing these 1 and 2 passes, 1 touch, 2 touch, that's one of the drills we do. That was why I tell you guys to, you know, pass, back up, and then, you know, as they kick back to you, run towards the ball so that you get used to when you get the ball as the ball is rolling towards you, you know how much control, how to hit it right in front of you. If you're doing 2 passes running towards them or 1 pass, okay? So we're going to keep working on that stuff too. We just got to get all y'all's ball handling skills better. Whoa, look at that whole, it looked like you guys were literally having a huddle like this was football. All right, we should not have that many players by each other. We got to stay a little bit further back. That way, because what happens if Dawson has the ball right now and he gives it to Gavin, I know there's a defender in there, so you're going to be right on Gavin. You should be about as far as Lucas, a little bit further than John is. And Lucas be that controlling mid, though, so stay behind that. All right, here we go. At least you guys are spreading out. Look at that. That was perfect. You guys were all together, but you starting to spread out just like we want you to. Lucas, you're in front of Gavin. You're not a wing. You're not a striker. Stay back there. You're not supposed to be trying to score all these goals. Let's see. Lucas is already calling Dawson. There might be a pass through here, but if not, there's not much of a pass forward by the time Lucas can get to it. Oh, that was a good try for that angle that was at it. Pass over. Through, pass over. Alright, once that happens, Dawson, as soon as you see that he's about to beat you to the ball, go ahead and start backing up. Keep facing them, but start walking, you know, stepping backwards. That way you're giving yourself more space between them and the ball. Because right now, if they get that ball through to you, you're going to be away from defenders instead they're right there on you. In fact, it actually goes past you. Make sure we get control of it too.
Nice.
control. A little bit further. On here. She could have been a quick pass, Lucas, to Gavin. And Gavin, you got to be making that play, moving up. If you want these goals, you got to quit being so tired. You got to start making that move.
Step up, step up, step up.
That was good, fighting for the ball, keeping that arm over there to keep control of the ball. Get your arm up, get your arm up. Now, not just here. Don't have it this close to you. You need to have your arm actually extended out, not pushing her, but at an angle to keep her away from the ball, keep her behind you. Literally as if your arm's just straight out. And then once you do, get that foot on that ball right here to try to pass to Gavin. I should push it before that could happen. Good try.
Quick, get it out, get it out.
Yeah, so first touch should have been right here, Lucas. This touch should have been a pass to Dominic. Remember, keep the ball away from pressure. You got a person right on you. What are they doing? What's their job? They're trying to take the ball from you. So get that ball to them away and that way it's away from pressure. You pass to here, and then you guys are making that play towards the goal for another pass back. Say you waited till you got to another player and then try to pass it through the legs.
Boys, throw. Red throw, red throw.
All right, it's red throw. We gotta be making our way. Where should we be at? Dawson. There's another throw. Gavin. A little bit. Yeah, moved over some here. That was good.
Step over here. Best. You're my outside defense. You don't go that far over.
There you go, Dom.
Nice. You don't get sucked into the ball. Stay out here.
Next time, okay?
Back in the goal.
Go, Dom.
There you go. Good pass over. Pass right back. Knees, boys. There should never be more than 2 touches. Watch this tiki-taka. Again, what is it? It's not I pass, dribble. A lot of times just 1 touch. And this is not, the defender's not even on them. And the defender's on them. They get these balls through here.
About 2-1 as far as they.
Again, this I think is the same thing, but look.
Sometimes it's even higher than that.
Pass. It's pass. Defender's coming on, it's a pass. I'm not dribbling the ball with the defender on me.
Messi.
It's the only time. And then he passes through, away from the defenders, passes through. Again, how are they doing that? They're not
And Messi's got to score.
7 times here. So let's do the same thing, guys. When we got the ball here, Dawson passes, should be a pass right back. Dawson, you can't stop though. You gotta make that play to make this work. It's a pass and you're coming through here, give them something to pass through. Pass back and forth through players. All those pep plays right there. Sorry, hold on. Austin, you got to remember, there's not time that we turn into watching the game. We got to keep playing. So if Dom's getting all the way over here, you got to fill in his spot on this side so that if he passes back or just makes a shot on a goal, you can still get it in. Staying back here isn't going to help out. And again, you hear Colby, Coach Colby, literally telling you guys, oh, Lucas, look at Dom. Come on, we got to get these passes through. Let's not try to go through possession through here. Let's get pass up. Dawson, you got to be making that play. You see him coming through, making that play up here too. You pass everyone, and then it could be a straight pass up. It could be a pass over to Dominic. Gavin, lately I've been seeing you stay. You're too far back almost every time, Gavin. So We need you to start hustling a little bit more. Keep getting your body, getting your player in the game where you need to be at so you can make these plays. Remember, while you're on this field, you guys are looking all around, right? Watching where you guys can, where our teammates are open for a pass, what I can be doing. Where's your other teammates? Where's your other teammate?
Get there, get there, get there.
Yeah. Good job to be on that far side there, Dawson. Trying to get it.
Yeah, nice. Over that. Yeah, nice. Over that.
Pass up. Try. I don't know why this is happening. Lucas and Dawson are switching places. There we go. Shoot that. There we go, good job. I don't know what. You guys are slowing down. What if that popped up their leg? We gotta keep moving, Dominic. Tegan, we gotta keep coming up over here. Same thing for you, Gavin. Because what if that missed and it bounced off of her? Good job.
Good.
Let's do that one more time. Let's see. He's got one touch. That was a decent touch. It was almost too far. Had she have decided to go sooner, which she should have, Dawson, that would have been too far of a touch. So keep it a little bit control. You should not be running 10 steps before you touch the ball again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's a lot.
Nice. Turn it. Turn it.
And why Lucas was here forward again. Lucas, you got to be back here. Don't be standing there here watching everything. Be the controlling mid like you need to be.
Step up, Maddie.
John should be left. John, you can't be center.
Step up.
To get the grass here.
Step up, step up, step up, step up.
I would not tell you to pass. That was good.
Step up, step up, step up, step up.
It's just a bad angle. You gotta learn how to use both feet or the top outside of your right foot or something to hit it this way. We'll get it though, bud. We'll get it.
Okay. Get that. Here we go.
Look at that. Lucas, you're literally standing there watching. It's like, I think it was a corner kick. Or no, it's a goal kick, huh? What this is. Lucas, you got to remember the ball's over here. I should be back there. Until it's all the way bent. Now you're hustling. Slow down. It's good here. Back control that ball. Okay, we got John over there.
Here you go.
Push him over.
Get the ball.
Keep going back, Luke. You gotta now get behind him.
Go, get the ball.
What are we doing here?
Get the ball.
Dawson, don't be sitting here waiting for them. All you're doing is letting them get all back over here. This one player, you're trying to wait for her to attack you. We got more players coming. So well, we don't stop. Now you got this player coming.
Go, get the ball.
Now you totally, by the time you decided to move, you're totally blocked off. Alright. And Tegan, John, Dominic, Gavin, you guys gotta give him someone to pass through here. Make a play, Tegan or Gavin, whoever's gonna be over here to make that ball. Don't just be standing here watching. what the ball's doing.
Ball.
That's we gotta be quick, decisive, guys. We're doing the same thing we're telling Dominic. We don't need fancy stuff. We just need to be quick, decisive action. Hold the ball, go around him. We don't need a step over. We just need something to happen. Look with the ball. That was good. See, keep control of the ball in tight spaces. That was a good try.
Okay.
Dribble, you got space. Now kick.
There you go. Go, Evie. Get it, go.
There you go. Get control back.
Get back.
All right. Should have already been a pass to Dawson. And instead, it's way over here. Right here.
Get it, go. Get back.
There you go. Right here. Dawson, call this. You know, at one point, you guys shouldn't have to call it. It should just be natural. You should be able to see your teammates and ready to go. This should be a tap right now with your right foot directly in front of Dawson.
Nice.
Same thing, tiki-taka. Get rid of it right here. This should be now, not another dribble. This should be a pass in front of Dawson. This should be a quick tap up over here. Same thing we've watched how many times. They don't sit here and dribble it until the defender gets to them. Before the defender's on top of them, they're passing that ball. Same thing me and Coach Colby do when we're out there playing with you guys, showing you. We don't wait till you guys get on us to start moving, do we?
Ahead.
Keep playing, keep playing.
Hey, it doesn't matter. When do we stop playing soccer? When you hear the whistle. If you don't hear a whistle, you play soccer.
Oh, you guys are all bunching up right now. Come on, Lucas, you need to be wider. Dawson, someone else to cover. Don't be standing and covering the same person. Dominic's down the line. Lucas, you're back here. You should be covering her. Right now, Lucas, you're covering nobody.
Nice. Let go.
I don't want to do.
Same thing, Dawson, let him cover the person that's most wide. Cover, you be forward. Lucas, you cover the person back here. See what he's throwing it. But I mean, it does kind of depend on when you see where they're looking and where they're going to try to throw it at. If you see that they're about to throw it right at you, in the position, see Lucas, that's where you should have been at.
Oh, nice. Yes! All right!
What broke down there? What was this? A pass. Alright. This is a throw-in. You guys are all bunched up together. How is that working? Lucas, be back. Dawson, you're going to be further forward, so I can't blame you. This is all going to fall on Rogers, not in his spot. Gavin, hopefully you will be. And then, who's back there? Where are our defenders at? Oh yeah, I think Elijah had to leave, and John was back there. And maybe Rico, I don't see where's Rico.
Yes! All right!
Sorry, hold on guys. Okay, I see what's happening. This is our throwing too. This is Rico throwing the ball in and throws it right at a player. Roger should be wide. Dawson, if this happens and we don't have a wide player, be that wide player for us. Get it to the ball. Lucas, you should be back over here out in the way. As a defensive mid, guarding this corner is not going to help us out. Okay, be a little bit on this other side.
Yes!
Controlling the ball is the base. It's just other things, but that's something.
The phrase come from, and how do you pronounce it properly?
Tiki-taka, that's something like this. So he puts the ball but as quick as possible and these sort of things. But it's when we started in Barcelona to do positioning play, it's responsibility of the ball, where you play, how you play. Controlling the ball is the basis of football. In the beginning, that was something where people laughed about, because they didn't understand that it was football. And until it had the results and people enjoyed it, people loved it, and now it's a fantastic word.
Dawson always train in tight spaces. If the ball doesn't stay by your foot, it's gone.
Envisaged toughness of 10 men being put to the test.
They have shown a resilience this season that they haven't in previous years.
They've had a bit of experience this season. It's their 9th red card in this campaign. Debatable. Xavi. Iniesta. Past Rosicki. Glided past it. Lovely play. Brilliant football. Xavi!